Shit, Ruthless by Law. Yeah, RBL, man. I think that's when they were just like all over CMC. That was like, that's pretty much when everyone discovered who RBL was. They had too many hits.
Slaps, classics.
Yeah. It was shit. I used to listen to him. I mean, listening at my cousin's house. My cousin I would borrow all his music, man. He had RBL, IMP, Kubnut. He had like all of Get Low, Messy Marv, San Quinn. Everybody out there, EA Ski. He had Selski, Two Tip. Those were all, hitters, man. Dre Dog.
All classics.
When RBL dropped that Ruthless by Law, man, they were just, I don't know, it was an everyday thing listening to them.
Hell yeah.
They were like sold up the whole game. Everyone in the Bay was after that shit.
Yeah,
They didn't have it in their own tape deck, man, they slipping. You bumping shit down the street.
Everywhere you
People used
go.
to park, roll their windows down just to pump that shit. And like, it'll go green and I'll slowly, hit the gas just to slap that song.
Yeah, just so you can hear it.
Everybody could listen and shit, man. It was one of those things.
When was the first time I heard RBL? Shit, man. It was playing constantly in Wild 94.9, 106 KMEL. They were so dope. Mr. C had the flows. Black Sea producing. Ruthless by Law classic album. I could bump that shit right now.
Ruthless by Law, RBL Posse. I know some of those hooks by heart. That album was dope. Bluebird on My Shoulder. I got the mortuary number on his. I put the mortuary number on his page.
RBL, Ruthless by Law. Shit. Man, that album. First off, let's just say R.I.P. to Mr. C. That motherfucker was busting metaphors on your ass on that album. Man, he was busting. And the beats was fucking out of this world, man. I just remember RBL, I used to just sit back and think like, why the fuck ain't they on the TV? Even though they was with the bounce of this and shit, but I just think like, man, how come they ain't on top of the motherfucking world, which they were, now that we're grown and we chop game and we ask, kind of like how we do with this whole BART thing in general, like, you're asking people where y'all was and what y'all was listening to, and we all pretty much saying the same fucking thing. But we can all say that when that shit came out, yeah, we was all listening to that goddamn RBL, Ruthless by Law. But I just remember, man, everywhere you went, they was slapping that shit. And I remember just about everybody, like, you could talk to your Mexican partners and they was slapping that shit. Your white folks, your Asian folks, black folks, everybody. People from the Bay, people from LA, people from the Valley. Everybody, the whole West Coast. And I'm pretty sure the Midwest and down South know about RBL too. East Coast probably know too, but they, they condescending when it come to rap and shit. But yeah, man. But I just remember like going to functions and shit, or just talking to little chicks or whatever, and just asking them, what's going on for the night, whatever. And they used to always be like, either going to a RBL show or slapping some RBL. And you be looking at these bitches and you be like, this is kind of how you grow up and you kind of know what time it is. Because you look at these chicks and they look all sophisticated and shit. And, you come to find out these broads is going to the little alley-ass function down the street, bumping RBL or where all the niggas is going to be, and you kind of learn like, oh, okay. That bitch is on the same shit we on, So, yeah, I just remember like everybody was slapping that shit. The finest bitches, all the factors, everybody. And when Mr. C died, we were all kind of like, what the fuck? You know, because I ain't gonna lie, man. The shit that RBL was talking about, man, you kind of knew they was deep in it. So just to see Mr. C get killed, you was like, God damn, man, it's just real, you know. And I was just, I think I had just turned 15, because my birthday is December 30th, and I think he died on New Year's or something like that, New Year's Eve. Yeah, so I got that news, and I was just like, God damn, because we had just had like. We just went to like the crackingest New Year's party that I've been to, you know, as a young man. So, you know, we just gotten back from the party. We all hung over and shit. Niggas is dazed, confused. Knocked a couple bitches, calling up numbers and shit like that back in the day, you know. So, yeah, you know, we had to, you know, kind of just you know, collect our thoughts and think about what was going on out there. But I just think like, man, if Mr. C was still alive, you know, where would the Bay be? If Hitman was still alive, where would the Bay be? So, you know, R.I.P. to Hitman and Mr. C, peace to Black C, and the whole RBL posse, the whole Hunters Point, the whole San Francisco, the whole 415, the whole Bay Area, man. You know, everybody knows, man, like, when that shit was out, the Bay
We
was
ain't
up.
trying to let you in and provide for that element. Get inside on some sucker biz, no cap for much straight foolishness. Niggas act like I'm new to this. Cold days, y'all ain't seen half the clouds. Intrusive how I break it down, altercations never stood no ground. Think fast, y'all seem so comfortable until you see me.